Be real with me. Keep it 100. Just be real with me. Eat it up like it's a feast. They say the devil will flee. Workers say kill on me. I saw my nigga to chill with me. The nigga that went in the back don't say nothing. Them niggas are kill for me. That guess I can on my street on free. My niggas spit on that patty for me. Bitch, I'm a dog in the tree. How about the frog and the wrist in the fender? My bitch, she walk around like she was jamming. I used to break in the camera. They take a photo out the damn temple. Simple, I play with a mental. Mama said she saw me on Jimmy Kimmel. Canada, cause I'm a minor symbol. Walking with you, I'm looking crippled. Fuck on that bit, then I tap. A nigga for me to take pictures. Not from LA, but I cripple. Double my cup or a triple.
I can't do that.
Look at my wrist in this critical. Look at the hold of the drop in the temperature. I get it back on the regular. I got it back on my cellular. Back in the back of the vegetables. Them cookies, it's metal. Cocaine, codeine, etc.
Hey, Static.
I think I'm blaming on Nebula. As a natural niggas on my schedule. Take off. You get the bag and fumble it. I get the bag and flip it and tumble it. Straight on the lot. 300 cash. And the car came with a blunt in it. The mama was that. And she got money. And she go fuck up for
All right. So I got my nails on here. I don't know this song. All right. Gonna use some first. I'm not using gel or acrylic. I'm just going to design some nail tips and just glue them on because my nails are getting very damaged, and that's the least damaging. So I won't be like let's see. Just getting the glue off my nails. Hey, Nikita. So, I guess, I can't see the post, but because for some reason I've been blocked from the group for years, since the very beginning, because it used to be a group that would talk a lot of shit about me that is now turned into like just I guess Summer Wells group 100%. I guess now, I don't know, but Fred tells me what's posted in this group. And you guys do too. And supposedly, I guess now we're listening to people like Bill Shipley for info. Like, dude, is it true? Like, this is all making sense. Now suddenly, who's the fucking dude? Bill? Who's the guy's name? What's the guy's name that's hanging out with Bill Shipley? Chillbilly. Is he still with Jinkies? Really starting to make sense. Suddenly, Chillbilly's hanging out with Bill Shipley, you know, the one that supposedly held Summer Wells' hand for ransom, and with a gun too, according to Kelly, his ex. It's on my channel, and people are hanging out with this wild Bill, putting up freaking Summer Wells flyers, guys. Like, this is just disgusting. I'm so over. This Nana for life, like hang out with Fred's sister and stuff. Like you guys are, these people are such losers. These are the same people who hung out with Dawn and Candace and praised them like they were the best thing ever. Now they're over Dawn and Candace and they picked other losers. No, I think that they've probably been friends with these people this whole time. So anyways, that shit's got me kind of, because I guess another thing they were saying in this post or whatever, because it came from Nano for Life, right? It's supposed to suddenly be true. Do you guys understand that Nana for Life is hanging out with Bill Shipley, who is brothers with Tim Shipley, who is married to Tabitha, who is the one where the bike was broke down that Fred stopped by that day, who we just turned in a tip about a month ago or two. And that Tabitha contacted Fred trying to rewrite history, acting like it didn't happen, then said, oh no, that was the 13th. So Nana for Life and fucking what's her face, they're all saying, oh, Fred did haul vehicles, but it was on the 13th. Forget, huh?
Motorcycles, not vehicles.
Right, motorcycles. That's right. Fred did haul motorcycles, but it was on the 13th. This is, okay, so are we supposed to just take this information as fact and, because they say they talked to this person or that person? No, it wasn't the 13th. You're taking information from somebody who's trying to hide the truth. We told them, turn in the fucking footage. Turn in the footage of that day. If you're saying it was the 13th, turn it in. It wasn't the 13th. Fred talked to the police or the law enforcement about it the day of Summer's disappearance. You don't forget shit like that. You only forget shit like that if you're fucking Andy Bernard. You don't forget stuff. Oh, it was the 13th. No, it fucking wasn't, and we know where you got that too. You're getting it from the very people. We have oh my god. Oh, he did haul vehicles, but it was the 13th. And I guess it's just because somebody said.
He's just been arrested too recently.
Who?
Bill or Tim. Hapless old man.
Yep.
Last week, wasn't it?
He was arrested recently. This whole thing, like they said, fucking losers, dude. Wait, is this? I don't know. Shit. Oopsies. This is the wrong. I'm using the wrong thing. That's not the builder gel. That's the just regular gel. I need to try to scoop that back in the bottle because I don't want to waste it. It's such a small bottle. It's basically like one. These bottles do basically like the one or two. Do you have that post? Because I would love to see it. Somebody sent me only part of it.
I'm sure you can pull it up. Oh, shit. Here's my phone. If you want to pull it up. But the live it come from was from Jinky's live. I think it was that. is now being.
It makes so much sense why Chillbilly has been coming after us like the past several months. He's buddies with these losers. Birds of a feather, guys. Birds of a fucking feather. Why would you want to be buddies with somebody who held Summer's hand? Well, with a gun. And we have, and okay, yeah, that was hearsay. But what about all the shit on Facebook I showed of this guy, like, and all his ex in-laws accusing him of killing their mother, and all this horrible shit, like all these messages threatening his ex, like that I showed on here, and people are hanging out with him like he's a great guy or a good info for Summer Wells. So 11 hours ago, I heard Nana say in the now deleted, I know someone will ask for link, Jinky's Live from Summer's birthday. Nana said she was shown the metadata by Candace, but didn't say of what. I have to assume it is the milk jug photo, although maybe to something else? Question mark? But I can't think of any other picture where anyone has questioned the date it was from. I've heard another creator saying she's seen the metadata, and this creator is friends with Nana.
That creator is
What, cursed?
no, walk down with April or whatever.
In the past, we have had people say they saw the milk jug photo on Candace's Facebook before she went missing. The milk jug photo and video was given to a YouTuber by Candace long ago. I do believe TBI used the photo in their info. We just never knew if it was from the 15th of June or before. After this long and seeing some of Candace's former friends say they have seen the metadata, I'm inclined to think it was from that day. What are your thoughts? You feel from it? It was from that day. Some still say they saw it on her Facebook before the 15th.
There's 3 more posts before that one that they talked about what we were talking about.
Also, correct me if I'm wrong. Hold on, let's see. Actually, that starts at 14. So why am I? Oh, is that supposed to be the dates or something? Okay, somebody did send me this, but I thought I missed a bunch of it because it started at 14. But I guess that's supposed to be the 14th.
This one's for the curlies. Tangles are out. Moisturizer.
Also, as always, correct me if I heard wrong. Nana went to church on Light Hollow Road. She said it was all good. No one was buried under concrete.
What's that supposed to mean?
Yeah, and what does this mean? Why does it say 14? What is?
I had no idea history of that church.
Which church are they talking about?
The Hollow Road, the log church.
Oh.
The one that was built over something for years to hide something for.
Yeah, Nana's also isn't buddies with people like Gavel Geeks and those losers that support Andy Bernard like hardcore with absolute contrary evidence in their fucking faces, but they don't want to. That's why I haven't been around here, guys. These people, like, we work so hard to help get you guys real info from people who's actually experienced it and aren't, like, have ulterior motives. With absolute proof, I show everything all my conversations, I show everything, and people still want to believe these type of people who have some kind of ulterior motive, in my opinion. I mean, she's hanging... 15, they went all over Beach Creek. So what does this mean? I don't understand why it starts with number 14. Do you?
Because there's a post before then.
That starts at number 1?
Yeah. That's what I said.
I thought maybe it's talking about...
There's a post before that post. Or the earlier episode.
Thank you, Kingsport Times News. We miss her and the boys so much. Tim Mullins posted it.
I think it's like 3 posts, I think, or 2 or 3 posts that them.
I don't see where it starts with number 1. I don't think it did. Oh, here we go. Let's think about a few things. Once in a while, I like to rethink what has happened as we didn't hear anything for so long. 1, TBI has issued 2 updated sketches on what summer may look like, and she hasn't been missing 5 years yet. 2, we learned at the 3-year mark, the detective from TBI told us they don't have what they need to solve the case, but they will get it. 3, loads of arrests and a lot of the people associated with the Wells. 4, Candace and Don not only wouldn't take the Cold Case Foundation's help, but also wouldn't take the cash Gernon organization help. What? White Boy tried to get them the cash Gernon. Fucking dude. 5, Jason Jensen shows up with tip in support of parents, and Candace badmouths him. 6, Leslie from TBI was interviewed recently and stated something similar, that case wasn't cold and they'd soon get what they need. 7, TBI searched bottom near driveway per Tammy and Dawn. Dawn didn't want to discuss it. 8, new Van Hill field search from unknown that the Wells and Timmy wouldn't comment on as it was gossip. Okay, I'm guessing when she says Timmy, that's Tim Mullins. Through rumors, we hear that the red truck was found, but no clue if that's true. 10, Dawn ripping down her flyers last December, causing commotion at mall, and missing kids' Christmas event, which many think was some kind of setup. Yeah. Like, do you think somebody asked Dawn to be there?
Oh yeah, it was arranged for Dawn to be there. Just like they tried to arrange for me and Dawn to be at a certain vigil and stuff, just to cause a bunch of bullshit like they done at that lot or at that Christmas tree thing.
I guarantee, cause bullshit. Dawn would not ever step up to Fred. I guarantee it. He would never. He just wouldn't do that.
But they would.
He would just stay quiet and act like
Dawn to set Dawn up at a vigil, just like they had done with that lighting of the tree or whatever decoration of it.
Who was it that was behind setting that up?
Well, PG was one that was trying to set it up with me and Dawn and having Dawn arranged to be there.
Mm-hmm. What about this Christmas event?
I don't know about the Christmas event, but after they done me like that, trying to get Dawn set up and stuff at that one vigil, at this past vigil, last vigil, I done knew what was going on when they done that. 11, Candace.
That's so funny that her phone also does that when she tries to spell Candace, because mine does the same thing. The C, well, you guys can't see the C, like all capital CANDU, and then lowercase s. I don't know why it does that. It's annoying. I constantly have to edit my phone because it's always does the same thing to me too. So nice to see it's not just my phone. Oh, here, we'll turn down the brightness and I'll show you.
Well, I'm not trying to take that for Dawn at all, but I didn't know what had conspired beforehand, in a previous vigil.
See how it spells Candace, making, like, that's what my phone does, yeah. Well, the truth is the truth, you know what I mean? It doesn't matter, it doesn't mean you're taking up for somebody, it just means you're telling the truth. Candace making stop talking to white boy, and I'm just reading this how it's written, so guys, I'm not speaking it wrong, it's just written like this. Candace making stop talking to white boy and Dawn, making Nana for life so scared she couldn't hang flyers by their driveway anymore. This is a Summer Wells group written by this Katarina Hive Rostova. She's a moderator in this group, and I've been blocked from it since the beginning. They used to seriously be all at like a hate group back in the day, if it's the right group I'm thinking. But it said Summer Wells, but all they do is like at one time it was just Ziggy, 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 Ziggy. 12. Shunning and scarring the one woman who did the most for Summer's birthday events every year, Nana. And Dawn still tearing her flyers down. Oh yeah, Nana's just so amazing, isn't she, guys? Nana for Life is such an amazing fucking person. Yeah. She's hanging out with people like Fred's sister, and Dawn and Candace was her besties for years. She was behind that whole trip, what was it, November of 2022, that just around the same, that involved Gavel Geeks and all them. Around the same time, there just so happened to be a group of several people who snuck on to Fred's property at 207 when Bill Bitton just magically shows up trying to distract, it seemed like, because Bill Bitton didn't just come by there. They're not friends. Fred and Bill were not friends. And this Bill Bitton, there's two Bills I'm talking about. This Bill Bitton's separate from this Bill Shipley. There was a group of people. This guy shows up, Bill, and it never had been there forever. And suddenly you see people. And the last time you saw him, Bill Bitton freaks out because Fred sees these people up in the freaking ridgeline sneaking around with flashlights. Fred goes off. It's getting, dark time. Fred goes off to check it out thinking, oh, Bill's right behind him because, Bill's supposed to be this big, Billy Badass, murderer. He was in jail for unaliving somebody, or prison for unaliving somebody. And he gets scared, freaks out, and takes off and wrecks at the bottom of the driveway. Okay? This is around the same time that we're hearing Gavel Geeks and them, suddenly they disappear from the internet. They didn't come back for months and say they're done with Summer Wells. And when they come back and finally tell us stuff, they tell us this story, how somebody chased them out of the holler, okay? But they won't fucking talk about it, right? Sounds very similar to what Fred experienced, and around the same time, because Bill was really upset when he wrecked his vehicle down there. Also, they were down there partying over at Don Wells. There was a bunch of people over there.
About the time Bill got beat up bad down there. Bill got beat up bad down there at Don Wells one night. It's after around that time or after it.
Yeah, I can't wait till someday the truth will come out about all this stuff, and I cannot wait.
When that same time he was talking about trying to purchase drugs off of me or whatever.
Oh yeah, it is. It was the same trip that Gavel was going around talking to people secretly about trying to set Fred up and buy cocaine off of him. There's been several who have backed up this story. I mean, why? Aren't you trying to find Summer Wells or find out answers for Summer Wells, but you instead are sneaking around, in my opinion, on the Hills property? But for sure, I know you're planning to set Fred up. For what fucking reason? God, these people are such losers. Get a life. Seriously, get a fucking life. I haven't seen them say, none of these people, never mind. I'm sorry, I'm just over this community right now because, Tiffany has been going through the worst thing that we've witnessed on this freaking platform, and there's so many creators who are just zip, but they have so much to fucking say and talk shit any other time. Oh, shunning and scarring the one woman who did the most for Summer's birthday every year. You guys, you don't know these people. Have you even seen this woman? Has anybody even seen this woman? No, birds of a feather flock together, and I've never seen this woman, but I do know who she hangs around. Everyone that once supported them seems to have either ran away or the Wells dumped them, from the church people to all their so-called previous besties. So what's my point? I'm getting there. In the last 2 years, we've had movements on this case, and the more that came out, it seems that Wells talked less and less. Don tearing down flyers and causing a storm at the mall. That was more than likely a setup to try to get some kind of freaking reaction. Where he had to be escorted out, has single-handedly made it sure no one would do anything for Summer on her birthday because everyone would be too afraid. Okay, just seems the more info we get, they talk less and now don't seem to want the events. Of course, my opinion, she says. Okay, then this Katarina goes on and makes another post starting at 14. She said 14, Nana went to church on Light Holler Road. She said it's all good. No one was buried underneath the concrete, guys. So you heard it from Nana. Must be true. I went there too. What is the big... Oh, how do you tell from going there? Something that happened 5 years ago. They went all over Beach Creek. Oh, would you like to say again who was they? Who was she with? At one event, Tim and Don brought their own news team and tried to take over, but Nana wouldn't allow. Timmy was mad. Oh, Nana wouldn't allow. It's just, it's Dawn's fucking child. Sorry for you, but for real. Sorry, I don't like, obviously, I'm not cool with the Wells. I know that they know something, at least one of them. I know that they know something. But I can't, two things can be right at once. And I don't have to like any of these fucking people. Last Christmas tree event, Nana, and the reason why I'm mad about so much about this is she is one of the main ones who's been behind putting out so many lies about Fred. Just like, I think we're going to get to this her whole 13th of moving motorcycles. I want to bet Tim and Don about their own. Okay, 17 at the last Christmas tree event, Nana, when seeing Don and Kenneth come, she knew they'd come to start trouble, so she hit record button. Of course you would. Of course you would. Of course you would hit the record button. Oh, we're gonna be ready. Let's get this. This is gonna be good, guys. Don said to Nana, are you the one putting those signs up? Nana said yes. Don asked her if she thought he was guilty. Nana said she had never accused him of anything. Nana said to Don, you don't scare me. Oh, really? But you were too scared to hang posters at the end of the driveway, so I guess... Which is it? Nana was asked why she stopped being friends with Candace. Nana responded, in August of 2024, she called Candace asking her what she was doing. Candace replied, I don't know if I'll unalive myself or get a tattoo. Nana learned Candace had received a letter in the mail. Nana told Candace, don't tell anyone about this letter and don't speak to anyone but a lawyer. Candace replied she was just going to get a tattoo. Why would you tell these people who were being accused of horrible crimes? Oh, don't tell anybody. Don't tell anybody. You don't want anybody to know that you did inappropriate essay to your children and you're being accused. Don't tell people that. Get a lawyer. Fucking sick, dude. I would never be... If I knew somebody was being charged or being, that CPS was sending them letters saying that they were had reason to believe they had done inappropriate things to their children, or their children had witnessed this stuff, and that they were going to charge them if they didn't sign over the rights, and you tell them to get a lawyer. Oh, but this person's just such an amazing person. Let's get a lawyer so we can get them out of trouble. Nana told her, don't do anything stupid. Candace just laughed and said, do you think I'd do that? And Nana responded, yes, a lot of what you do is stupid. Well, that's true. This was also the day that Candace got a tattoo on her leg that measures fish. What's that mean? Nana was nervous wreck, sick, throwing up. Don then came. You didn't know. You knew what these people were. Like, you had been hanging out with them for years. You knew. You had seen Don. I have posted videos of Don talking about children and how they had hot bodies. But you're throwing. Are you serious? You guys need to start opening your fucking eyes. It took a letter from CPS for you to know that something was really wrong with these people? We have seen him talk. He says he's seen children being abused and sold for drugs. He's said this many times over and over and over. But you need a letter from CPS to tell you that, I mean, I guess it is true. I mean, that's what I've learned from all of this, is that doing this shit and, I mean, putting your stuff out there for the world to see, out in the wide open, is the best place to hide, I guess. Because this stuff has been right in front of your faces. He straight up has said, he has straight up talked about a 12-year-old girl's body. A 12-year-old. Not even a teenager. That tells you he's into prepubescent. Nana said the reason they didn't get charges, per Ronnie Lawson, who was eyeball to eyeball. Nana said she could be blowing smoke up her ass, as he had done that before, was due to something from forensic interviews. Yeah. We're just going to take what Nana says. We're not going to have any recordings like the shit I put out and absolute proof. And no, we're going to just take her word for it. When she's hanging out with people who clearly have some bad intentions. In my opinion, they've caused a lot of confusion. They put out a lot of lies on purpose. Birds of a feather flock together. I'm sorry.
And some of the most criminal record people in that area.
Yeah.
The worst of the worst.
The worst of the worst people in that area. These people have unaliving charges, like, have been. And it's not just YouTube rumors like you guys have all done to Fred and tried to, for what? Like, what made, I don't understand, there's no evidence of Fred ever being any of this shit. But yet, we have absolute evidence of these other people, but yet you're going to be besties with them. It doesn't make, these people, these same ones who have said the most horrible lies about Fred, are besties with the grossest fucking people, with the worst records. Candace and Don never told her they did anything, and Nana doesn't know what happened to her. Nana said everything is disposable to Don and Candace, even their children. So suddenly they get a letter from CPS and you fucking decide that? You hung out with them for fucking years, you weirdo. Suddenly now you say everything's disposable? You didn't know that before this letter? These people who go and be friends with Donna and Candace for years and then turn on them, or they turn on each other and whatever. And then they say like all of a sudden now they have all these stories to tell about Candace and Dawn and how horrible they are. Well, you weren't saying that for years on here. Instead, you were causing confusion and making excuses for them and making people like Fred your scapegoat. You don't think that is damaging? But you don't care because you're getting secret info. You're pretending to be friends with the Wells. But you know how many years you sat on here and fucking defended them? These people are absolutely horrible. No conscience. Never do anything nice for real people who really fucking deserve it. I've never seen anything good out of any of these fucking people. It's all got some kind of ulterior motive. Never. Nana was a nervous wreck, sick, throwing up. You weren't sick and throwing up before that when you heard him. I just don't understand that, guys. I really don't fucking understand. Fucking pieces of shit, dude. Oh, then if you guys knew everything I've known and lived through what I've lived and seen over the past 5 years, living firsthand, and me knowing Fred and who he is, and these same people supporting the Wells, and people like Bill Bitton and Bill Shipley, and Fred's sister and Andy Bernard, ew! Oh God, sick. No wonder it doesn't open your guys' eyes that they could be like trying to confuse, or I don't know how anybody trusts these people. They don't show any proof. None of these people ever show any fucking proof of anything they say. They just say it. No care in the world, just fucking say it. They don't even show where they got it from. They don't show text. They don't show videos. They show nothing. And people just go with it. Don then came to her door and told her they had to talk, and he didn't have the letter, but he had a screenshot of it on his phone. She saw the letter that all 3 boys listed, and she didn't talk to them again. Nana had to get counseling. Nana. Oh, poor Nana. Poor Nana. You hung with them for years and said the most horrible stuff about Fred. What about Fred? Do you think he should get some counseling? After all the stuff you've said about him? I want to see the proof of anything that these people have put out, like about Fred. They have never showed any proof. They just say shit and people go along with it, and then they spray it and keep it going and keep it going. I don't get how they can sleep good at night. But here they are, throwing up, sick, having to supposedly get counseling, which I'll believe that shit when I see it. Because she doesn't want fucking to be attacked for being friends with these people for years. Like, and supporting them and spreading their lies, and she was upset they dropped the charges. So supposedly Nana was upset that they dropped the charges. She hasn't seen Candace since August 2024 until... You are such a fucking... I'm sorry, guys. The only fucking reason you did not talk to him again is because there was absolute proof of it now, and you were worried what people would think of you!
She's gonna tell him to be quiet.
That's all. Tell him to be quiet about it. Get a lawyer. You were just worried about yourself because you supported them. That's why you were sick and throwing up. Everybody was going to know what you fucking supported. That's the truth. Yeah, I didn't know I was going to be talking about all this, so... Which is probably best that there was not very many people in here anyways, so that... people can just watch the replay. Nana said the reason they didn't get charges per Ronnie. Okay, we already read that. Candace and Don never told her they did anything. We already read that. Nana had bought clothing, Candace's clothing to go to rehab, the one she didn't stay at. Nana wanted to correct misinfo. The picture where Dawn was hugging her in April 2021. B, Summer's hair was cut March of 2021. C, and something inaudible was at 3:09. I don't know what 3:09, like, that was the picture of, that picture, the 3:09 picture, I believe, was the picture of, the boy, Waylon or Wyatt. I don't remember which was wearing a Fox Racing outfit.
Wearing a motorcycle outfit.
Yeah.
I'm wondering where that came from.
That's okay, Mamie Jean, because if I had a problem with it being all over YouTube, I wouldn't be freaking saying anything right here. I stand behind what I say. I don't hang out with these freaking losers. I want nothing to do with them. I'd rather hang out and be around people I want to be more like, who are good people. I don't sit here and purposely put out misinformation about something because they heard it from Dawn and Candace or one of their piece of shit friends who clearly have motives. And Nana's been one of them. Nana has been one of the biggest, mouths behind talking shit about Fred. Grandma was in store at 216 East. I don't know what that means. Grandma did have knee wrapped. Okay, so something about supposedly... you guys, I could go and I could say a bunch of stuff here, too. I could say I talked to Ronnie Lawson. I could say all this shit. Anybody could say it. Why? I just don't get... The night she was on the phone with Ernie puking, she was at this Dandridge area. Where is that? What did you tell me about Dandridge area again?
That's right by Knoxville stuff.
Nana seemed to be talking to someone specific, offering good lawyer for upcoming court date if they tell where Summer is. No names mentioned who she was talking about. Wish she would have elaborated. Well, she needs to hook in to show proof. Somebody says, yes, I have stated this several times about these so-called ex-friends speaking the truth about what they know. I do not understand why they don't tell it all. And don't get me started on naming them because I don't want to start trouble, but they could be keeping info that could solve the case if someone in the public knew the info. Why are you still covering for Dawn, Candace, and Grannis? I will never understand. Why did she take down the live? This is also ridiculous. The answer is why these people are doing this is because, and this person, right, the answer why is because everything they're doing has some kind of agenda. They don't care about the fucking truth. And she was clearly sick because she thought she was going to look bad for supporting these people. I 5,000%. And so are a lot of people that are going to be hearing this. So are a lot of you guys going to be fucking sick to your stomachs because you're going to be, oh my god, I support these people. It's like so horrible. I can't wait. And just because I would also throw Cher into this pile, this person says, she has never really come out and spoken about everything she knew about Dawn and Candace. We all know Cher is still only about info from the public. And since you name one, I will also name one, Chasing Truth. She was on the hill and visited the wells and then found something out that upset her so bad she dropped them like a hot potato. And she states she would never ever speak about what she found out that turned her off of the wells. And that one day she left. Oh, yeah, they're not talking about a lot of fucking stuff. A lot of fuck shit that they were into and behind with the wells, and it's going to come out too. I can't wait till all the police reports, everything come out. Anytime the police were called over at the wells, because I know some of you fucking asshats were right over there partying it up right with them. So sick, dude. Yeah, why is it such a secret? Don't you think that we should know if you know something so disgusting and horrible about the wells that turned you off to them that you would never hang out with them again? Then why is it a secret and why wouldn't you never speak on it? Why? Because it makes you look bad? There's some of these same people. Yeah, it's just unreal to me. Had so much to say about me covering the Summer Wells case, but yeah, it's okay for them to go up there and gallivant around, cause fucking drama, set people up, record it. All right, so I'm putting builder gel. I don't know. I didn't see the video either. I don't watch any of these people. I don't watch anything on here. The only people I watch are people that.
Somebody said he was privated now. That video.
Who's the one that did the video?
It was Tinky's, supposedly, from what I was told. Chris Summer's birthday.
So I just find it really
Join panel and stuff, whatever, or something. But they said it was privated now.
And now suddenly Chillbilly is hanging out with Bill like Shipley. It's like, oh yeah, like that wasn't you already a thing before.
Yeah. Just like Chillbilly's best friend hanging out with Jody and Jody having contact with him and stuff back in 2019.
Yeah.
I need to find him a message or somebody sent me.
Yeah. She took down the line because I'm sure Nana asked her because she named the 3 boys on Summer's birthday.
You done work on
Yeah. Well, where's the part where they brought up something about you and the bikes that you hauled?
Oh, I don't know.
That came strictly from the Shipleys.
Yeah.
That's totally from the Shipleys because that is so funny. Then so like Fred hauled on the 13th. Oh, he hauled motorcycles, but it was on the 13th. That came from the Shipleys, the same person we turned the tip in about, who was first trying to say it didn't happen at all. In the same conversation, then says, says that was the 13th. Well, I thought you said it didn't happen at all. And that Fred would never stop there because you and your husband and Fred don't get along. I wonder why I don't get along because your fucking husband's a peeping Tom. He fucking was peeping in the windows at Fred and Laura, and yeah, Fred shot through the window. Don't fucking peek in on fucking people, you fucking weirdo. It's probably a good thing that they broke up. From what I'm hearing about the certain people he's supposedly hanging around. You guys, you need to look at my watch. I'm not going to play it again and everything. You guys need to watch my old video about Bill Shipley and all the screenshots, all the things Kelly said about him. You know, she wants to take it back now because she's scared of Bill. That's the truth. The guy is a scary guy. He makes horrible threats. It's all over Facebook. I have screenshots galore of the guy talking about, hurting people, and I have tons of screenshots of his ex-in-laws accusing him of unaliving people.
There's a lot that people don't know about him. If they actually done a complete background check and stuff, they would really understand a lot more.
Yeah, he has.
That's where a lot of them don't do the research around here. They just want to go on.
I know.
Maybe Nene for life needs to ask him why he burnt his hands with gas and stuff to get rid of all his fingerprints on his.
Yeah, why did Bill Shipley? Why did you fucking burn off your fingerprints? That's weird. Do you guys do that? Rhiannon, are you still in the hospital? Rhiannon,
He's trying to file for Social Security on it.
he tried to get Social Security for that.
For his hands with that gasoline and stuff.
Yeah. This Builder Gel, I don't really like this Builder Gel. It's not really working. Yeah, these people are like the worst of the worst in the area. Don't believe me? Look up the backgrounds yourself, guys. Don't just sit here and fucking listen to these people who hang out with the biggest losers. But want to talk about Fred with zero anything. They just want to use Fred as their scapegoat, who Fred's clearly doing good, that people want to, and does not hang out with any of these people. Never was friends with them. They just happen to live in the same area. Fortunately, when you're into drugs and stuff and in that lifestyle, you're going to be around a lot of not good people. Occasionally you're going to have the people who are just good people with addictions, or trying to survive. And But the certain ones that these people are hanging out with are still like doing or into these horrible things, you know? I like it like that. Like it like that. You guys, you should never, if people, for one, this whole like trying to set Fred up and stuff, like to sell, like have him sell, like Gavel Geeks was doing, going around saying she was going to set Fred up. You should never have to do that. If somebody is guilty or the person you're claiming they are, you should never have to set them up in any way or lie about them. If you are lying and making up rumors about people, then you 100% are in the wrong. You are obviously know you're wrong, and your ego's in the way, and you're sitting here just making up lies about people so you could be right or for clicks of views. Yeah, Tabitha, tell me your husband didn't fucking peep in on Fred and Laura in bed. Yeah, that's who you're married to. Turn in the fucking footage. The security footage of when that person was broke down at the end of your driveway on the 15th.
Just like she said, like this one saying that somebody's going to look at 30 years, supposedly have a court date coming up, supposedly, and supposedly have Spivey. If Spivey's in Hawkins County, Spivey ain't got nothing in Hawkins. I mean, somebody's got some deep ass fucking pockets. All I got to tell them with no guarantee of nothing. So Spivey ain't worth the fuck in Hawkins County.
Somebody getting ready to go to court facing 3 years knows, and they know that Nana knows, and they know that she offered them Spivey to tell.
Spivey ain't worth fucking Hawkins County. I know attorney that is though. Real good attorney.
Are we doing this? I messed up.
Spivey's one that Roy Fanning used. See, I done went top when that shooting went on between me and Roy.
Mm-hmm.
I went to Spivey, talked to Spivey, and I didn't know what he was for charges. I'll tell you. With no guarantee, no nothing. Court format set you out, and then found out he didn't. Wasn't that good of a fucking attorney anyway. He wanted $12,000.
She's
$300.
Nana is hanging out with people like Fred's sister, Bill Shipley. She hung out with Don and Candace for years, but it took a letter from CPS saying that the Wells were possibly going to be charged with something through CPS due to SA or something like that. That's what it took for Nana. It made her sick that she's so sick she had to get counseling. But yet, all those years, like she didn't hear Dawn talking about kids inappropriately. Made her sick because there was absolute proof. There was absolute proof in front of her face, like absolute proof from a legal authority, and she was afraid how it would make her look. That's the truth, in my opinion. I'm sorry. Hi, I'm Alex in November Rain. Oh, You would, I'm out if you fucking lived in this life and your husband was made the scapegoat of it. And they're constantly, yes, it is maddening that people are on here purposely putting out misinformation and causing confusion. If you don't give a fuck about that, that has everything to do with justice for Summer. What do you mean? In my opinion, they're trying to it causes problems in getting justice for Summer is what I'm saying. Is why I think it's important. So I'm trying to make an apex on this nail. I can't use gel for my nails right now, and I gotta give them some rest. So I'm just making my own. And this is builder gel, so I'm sorry, I'm out. I'm on a roll. I apologize. You just mean you don't care about the stuff that's just not important. Like what? I wouldn't care either about certain things. I really want to, like, I can't wait till the day I don't have the truth comes out. The Fab Five. What is this tattoo that they're talking about that Candace got? Of something to measure fish? What, is that to measure them to see if they're of legal length? She got that tattooed on her? Why would somebody tell, if you're on Summer's side, why would somebody tell, like, the suspects, don't tell anybody that you're being charged with inappropriate things with children. Don't tell anybody. Get a lawyer. Why am I having such issues? I don't ever have this kind of issues. Designing my nails. The Fab Five. Candace, Dawn. Jody Sue. Auntie. If you're on this app purposely lying about anything to do with Summer Wells or causing confusion, then you're obviously in the wrong and you shouldn't have to do that. I understand, like, we get things wrong, we're human and stuff, and we all have our opinions, but There's a lot of people purposely putting out falsities. I'm talking about creators mainly. I mean, yeah, and there's these. It just doesn't make sense to me that somebody is going to think that, like, everybody back there was selling drugs, so automatically, what? I want to know, what evidence does anybody have on Fred having anything to do with Summer Wells' disappearance? What has he ever said? Do we have any evidence of him ever having people come up to him offering him people for sale? And do we have anything about anybody coming out saying like anything inappropriate happened? Like, in the past, there's nothing, but people just sit there and talk shit, dude. Okay, I think I finally got this one on where I want it. Who sounded like Kathy the friend? I didn't watch any live. Are you talking about the one that was taken down? Yes, hippie. That's why I'm doing, instead of doing gel and, you know, the forms and everything, which I want to do, I'm just making my own, with tips. I mean, which a lot of people use tips, even with acrylic and gel. It's basically the same thing. A lot of, but yeah, I'm just gluing on these tips. Because it's not as damaging to your nails. Oh, you didn't know that, Rhiannon? Yeah. I mean, that's what they're saying about this letter from CPS and that. Yeah, that's what we were just talking about, that there was a letter from CPS and, like, something about them being possibly charged or whatever, and this was like a while back. Come on, Jisoo. In reality, the suspect stays closed. Jisoo, hours and hours and hours. I do feel like Jisoo knows some things. I feel like people are scared of telling what they know because I think Judy's so scared. So is the link going through? Have you seen my link for Tiffany yet? Has it been posted yet? I added it tonight, bot. Because we need to get her about 5K more to get that headstone. She does have a little bit of time, but she really wants to get it out of the way so that she doesn't have to worry that she's going to have the headstone, for her son. And she doesn't want people like, I don't know. She wants something nice for him. The link should be, let me see if it's set it, if it's posted any. Just keep saying Amazon and right here. Yeah. Okay. Yeah, Paula, I saw that. Did I didn't get to see Jinky's live? I didn't see it either, but I don't watch anybody. But I mean, I have all the. There's no. There's really just nothing new to talk about, unfortunately. Hopefully, we get something soon. I can't take this. I just cannot take it. Like, I probably shouldn't have even gone live and talked about this stuff. I didn't really plan on talking about any of it, but I had already been kind of talking with Fred about it, and I was just like kind of pissed off. Tiffany's son's birthday, you guys, is in a few days. It's going to be a really hard time for her. Kathy was releasing it. I don't know what. I only saw Kathy's eyeballs. Are you guys thinking that Kathy and Nana for life are the same person? I don't know. What I don't get is like everybody talked about early on how this Nana for life was supposed to be just this amazing woman and good person and stuff. And then suddenly, like, she started hanging out with like the and with like the worst people in the community, and then and Donna Candace, and then started going behind like the spreading lies. I've seen her in comments saying lies about Fred. Because it did sound like her a lot, and then she started talking about Kathy. Hey, Bella. Oh, no, it's fine. Like, I probably won't even be on here. You guys, I haven't really been coming on here. Like, I've been, I do readings for a website. Yes, I have a fucking job. These people are such. Just because my job is not what you guys consider or what you do doesn't mean I don't work. But yeah, I won't be coming on here until there's something worthwhile talking about and not just a bunch of fucking hateful drama and real life hatefulness. I think Tiffany's son passing was the nail. I don't even want to use that word, nail in coffin, because, you know, I don't, but you know what I mean. It's a saying. Like, I think that was what really did it for me. Seriously. Like, just, I mean, not his passing, just that. It's how a lot of people acted after it. That really, like, changed me, and I'm just so beyond disgusted, dude. I've seen so many people, like I've seen enough proof of how horrible like people in the creators in this community are. I don't want to be a part of it anymore. I just really don't. I'm sorry. I just really, really don't want to be friends with any of these people, except very few of them. Well, what's funny, Sage, is that these people that come on with no fucking jobs at all, that sit around and just talk shit about people all day here on the internet, horrible things go in real life, sit there. How do people with no fucking jobs sit on the internet and tell other people to get jobs? Jealous ass bitches. Seriously, they're just so mad that they can't make money the way I do, I guess, or something, or what? Get a fucking talent. Instead of sitting here being so hateful to everybody every freaking day. Like, that hate breeds hate and more negativity. It does not bring anything good to your life that is worthwhile. Only temporary, only very temporary. Have you seen her do that? Why do we know about that, for one? Like, it seems like that's all she cares about is coming on here and making sure people know of what she's done. It's hard for me to see. Yeah, the posters, I can see the posters being beneficial, but at the same time, going out on the internet and putting out lies about people surrounding about the case is counterproductive. So it's kind of hard for me to look at her in a positive light when she's also putting out a bunch of lies and a part of a bunch of fuck shit. It's like, that's like saying, oh, this person does a good thing, so they're a good person. Or that, well, look at all this other fucking fuck shit they're involved with. And it's all for show. Like, everything's for show. Like, let's be, make ourselves look like we're, just this amazing person that's out here, posting, putting up flyers and posts, but at the same time, secretly behind fuck shit, arranging like setups, so that Dawn will show up and so she can record. Also, being part behind the scenes of fuck shit when it came to trying to set Fred up. No, it's hard for me to think positive. Like, because somebody does one good thing does not make them a good person. Good people do not, good God-fearing people, or, that these people claim to be, like, do not go out and purposely put out, like, horrible lies about people because they heard it from the Wells or something like that. Like, when they clearly have heard the people that they support say horrible things about children, that's okay. But we're going to sit here and put out false accusations about others, like Fred, but yet you hang out with fucking people that talk about children's bodies. It takes a letter from CPS for you to decide you're done. I'm sure she witnessed a bunch of, she spent supposedly a lot of time there. I'm sure she witnessed a lot of fuck shit, but yet that's what, that's what did it for her. Put any around Ben Hill. I feel like put posters wherever you want to post them, It is telling that the father of Summer Wells is ripping down flyers. If that's true, I haven't seen it with my eyes. I've not seen any evidence of this. I don't know. Did they get evidence of it at the tree thing? I don't know. I didn't see it, but I've heard a lot of accusations. I haven't seen it. I've seen a lot of uncredible people claiming that they've seen it. A lot of uncredible people who have put out a bunch of lies that I know for a fact they know are absolute lies, but they spread it anyways. For what reasons, I don't know. What, to make Dawn and Candace look good? To take the heat off Dawn and Candace? Uh-oh, these two stuck together. Dang it! Didn't mean to do that.
But Dawn could have told her not to put none up because there's certain people that she had hanging around her doing things for her, like Bill Shipley and stuff. Because they got bad blood, maybe he didn't want them on his property and stuff,
Yeah, they're up to
People
bullshit. They're doing
because
stuff.
you give one access, and then there's a group effort, and then they're letting.
Yeah,
people
she's
that
just
you don't
hanging
even
around
want
trying to cause issues. That's all it is, and cause a bunch of drama. It's not for the right reasons, in my opinion, but you guys can believe whatever you want to. I don't care.
That's why they had Bill Shipley at that Christmas tree event that day. They had it arranged for Bill to be there and Dawn to be there. Just like they tried to arrange Dawn to be at a vigil and me to be there to cause the same issue as this issue.
Yeah.
To make it look a certain freaking way.
And any of these fucktards can go ahead and do the rebuttals and videos or whatever they wanted to say about us. I will not be watching. Do not send it to me. I do not care what they say. So waste your time thinking I'm sitting there watching, because I don't. I don't watch it. And I don't ever hear it, because I tell people not to send it to me. And if they do send it to me, I delete immediately. Because I don't care about the rebuttals unless they're apologizing and telling me why they lied so much. Just to protect their Betty's Don Candace or whatever, you know? Like, I have to freaking do one of these because it touched.
In my opinion, by Bill Shipley being there and stuff, and Don probably done knew what was up. He probably did tell him not to put nothing up, because that would give Bill access to his property, you see. Because if you give one access like that in a group, you give an all of them.
Well, I don't think it was like just
Oh, I know
that. Let's see. Did I grab the wrong one? Let's see. What number is this one? Six. But yeah, because I'm guessing, my guess is that she was bringing people around there trying to cause problems and get a reaction. Okay, I think that goes there. What's the next song?
I mean, there's a lot of little things going on behind the scenes that people are not even aware of, you know?
Yeah, they don't know. If you guys knew.
Certain one that's contacting Wayne Morlock and stuff, kind of cause issues between Wayne and Don and stuff, trying to get one of them to do something to the other one and stuff.
Really?
Yeah.
Who's doing that?
PG was.
Oh, yeah. If you guys knew these people that you guys, that I'm not saying you guys, but that a lot of these people like praise and hold on a pedestal, like you would never, if you knew them in real life, you guys, you would never be supporting him like you do. I promise you. You would never. You guys are, these people, I don't think are realizing the type of people that they support. They're like the biggest lowlives. And not because of any other reason than they're just horrible, horrible human beings that do horrible things to other people. Are still actively involved, a lot of them in, the drug scene. I mean, I trust and believe. I know why you guys, like a lot of you guys, you can't sit there and, I get it, you can't see everything that goes on. And I do have like a wealth of information when it comes to Summer Wells and that area of Beach Creek. It's just that maybe a lot of people don't. So I see it from a whole different perspective. I see what Fred's been through, and I know what kind of person Fred is. And it's nothing like what these people try to portray him, And thank God Fred's the person he is, because a lot of people wouldn't have been able to live through the type of stuff that people have been saying about him and trying to paint him as, A lot of people would have bothered really bad, but you guys, when you're innocent and you know the truth, there's nobody in that area that ever freaking accused Fred of anything. Fred's always been to himself and a quiet person, never about going out and getting trouble, starting trouble, ever. It always came to him at his location. People always on some dumb shit. Like that incident with Roy Fanning. And then the incident in Virginia was also.
A lot of them even goes towards me anyway on anything, because none of them can really say I've done anything about that. None of them down there. But although
because
I have a lot of information on them that they've done and talked to me about and stuff that could put them away for years and years. Very few from Beach Creek yet.
Yeah, and he's talking about like. Not with children, because if it was children, they would be told on in a second. And I will not I would not care at least at all. I would not feel bad at all.
Sometimes I feel like just getting online and just putting all of their business out there, exactly what happened, where, who was there, everything.
I'm going to have to do this nail again. Yeah, if they want to put out lies about you, like, let's speak the truth. We don't have to lie. We have enough freaking info without all the lies. It's really too bad. Sometimes I just wonder if people would have taken Fred seriously from the beginning, which I don't know. There's a lot of miscommunication in law enforcement. And I would really, there's a lot of important information in those recordings that Fred recorded, and I really hope that they're revisiting those recordings, because those were the first days, guys. The first days are so important to see, what people were saying, how they were acting.
I'm trying to think who Bill had said when he went to jail in Southern County and got out. Somebody beat him up, left him in a ditch, something to do with Summer Wells.
Bill Shipley?
Yeah, he.
Oh yeah, Bill. What did you get your ass beat about Summer Wells for? Why were you left in a ditch? Yeah, Bill Shipley. Yeah, he had his ass fucking beat over something that, and he told the story himself.
Bill's one that come to me and talked about it, He said a certain name, but I can't think off the top of my head who it was.
People would love to hear that story, Bill. Why don't you talk about that? Why did somebody beat your ass about Summer Wells?
Just like his ex or his wife that passed away, her son done the same thing to him pretty much.
Yeah, because
left him in a ditch for dead over her.
Yeah, because they believe that he unalived his. That was their beliefs, and that was their mother that ended up dead, and there's all kinds of. I went today to look to see. Of course, a lot of it's been deleted, but I have all kinds of screenshots that were showed on my previous live about the topic. You guys could easily, if you're interested. If anybody wanted to really see the truth of the stuff that he was posting all over Facebook, all over, all these messages he was sending his ex, like threatening to hurt her badly. That guy has, I'm not even, he has sent me so many freaking unsolicited messages threatening to claiming I'm going to get my karma, and that, he made up a bunch of lies saying I was up there on the hill doing drugs with the Wells. Claimed he was going to put out proof with his little buddies on here. Have you guys ever seen this proof of me doing drugs with the Wells? Yeah, when Fred gets back here, for sure. He probably went outside to smoke. Let's put this flat. We need that flat so it's not like there's a circle. Really? That's interesting. Yeah, Fred was saying something about that, I think. Paula? Grandis lived on Nana's dad's campground in 2019. If Nana was such a nice lady, why would she purposely put out falsities about Fred just for Don and Candace? Why would she do that? If she cared so much about Summer Wells, why would she be involved in any of that type of stuff? I didn't invite you where, Mimi? Trying to think what you mean. You guys should follow me on TikTok. I've been trying to go on there every day for at least a little bit to do free questions, tarot questions, and I get a lot of people on those streams. I mean, for TikTok. For TikTok, it's a lot. So I'm going to do this wait, is this builder? Am I using the right one? Yeah, this is the right one. I'm just doing a milky color. a milky, but I'll probably do 2 coats because I don't know. It's just a milky. I don't know. Where did I put those? The nail.
But the evening of the 15th, the way Dawn talked and stuff, I figured it was an accident cover up.
Yeah.
But then after the allowance stuff come wanted me to go record, they was talking about they thought that he may have traded her for a debt because they already knew about the son.
Mm-hmm.
Because that's the main thing they wanted me to try to get out of Don who he owed.
Yeah. Like, do you guys, how is Fred going to get wrong the date? Okay. Oh, he got wrong the date that Andy was on the road and got wrong the date about the motorcycle? How convenient. How convenient, guys. How is somebody going to get something like that wrong when they literally work for police on the day of Summer's disappearance, guys? Use your brain. Sorry, I'm not talking to you guys like that, you guys specifically. I'm talking to the people who want to act like it happened a different day. No, it fucking didn't. Either did the Angie Bernard situation. Okay? Let's see, what color is this? Pink. Maybe I should do that instead. Well, an off-white. Here's an off-white. Like, but this is builder gel. Let me see what this one looks like. Oh, I might change my mind, but it's builder gel though. It's not. Let me see. I'll just stick to the one I was doing, and then we'll put this back in here too. I'm not using that. That's builder gel. I'll just. Hey, Julia. So are you still, aw, thank you, Paula. Yeah, my birthday is coming up in less than a month. Yeah, 4/8/26 is 2 years. Married. So yeah, our anniversary is coming up, and my birthday and Valentine's Day. Yeah, we don't really like, or I really don't celebrate like holidays too much. I feel like if you want to do something too nice for some, except for when it comes to my daughter because she is a kid, but What, to your 13th of this month? Yeah, and David's birthday, Tiffany's son, is in a few days, guys. Speaking of Laura, I found. I didn't screenshot. I'll have to find it again. Oh, that's cute. Should I get a pizza tonight, guys? Casey's has the best pizza, and it's cheap. Ah! Damn it. Damn it. I hate this, this, sticky stuff that they use for this stand for to put your nails on. It doesn't stick right. It's not as good as my other stand, but I don't know where it's at the moment, and I don't feel like going all over looking for it. So, yes, Mimi, we're birthday twinsies. Birthday twinsies. That one kind of needs. That's kind of, yeah, that needs that side's like rounder right there. I'll fix it after. Yeah, Tiffany's been having a hard time. Of course, I mean, but yeah, 2 coats is about perfect, I think. And then I'll put a top coat on it too. That's. Eek! Come on now. Hold on, I'm live. Hold on, I'm live. Okay, guys. I'm gonna have to get off here. What time is it? Oh shit, yeah, I gotta go. What the hell? I gotta go. Alright, guys, I gotta go. I'm so sorry. I didn't even get to show you guys this mask that I was sent that they want me to review. But it's a light, like a red light. Well, it has different lights. I haven't used it yet. I just got it today. But I have to go, guys. Oh, yeah. I love Tiffany. Tiffany's such a good person, guys. You have no idea how good a person Tiffany is. And what all she has done for us, like, even after her, with everything she's going through, I'll try, Jamie. And I'll check your text, Bella. I gotta go before they close.